Can you guys all hear me? I hope that you can.
Yeah.
I'm not loud, you know. Puberty was 25 years ago. You know, still waiting for my voice to change. That was kind of a joke. Anyway, all right. Yeah, I kind of hoped I would grow up like to sound like Barry White, but instead I turned out more like Betty White. So anyway, you know, I just read about the news today with what happened in Japan. Earthquake, and you know, and let me tell you, I'm not going to make fun of like people who've been a victim of earthquakes and tsunami, but like I'm dreading every time there's some kind of disaster, some crazy religious person comes up with why God was punishing somebody. Like when the World Trade Center was destroyed, Jerry Falwell was like, it's all the gay people, and I'm like, right, so it wasn't the terrorists in planes, it was the cock in my mouth? Okay. And remember last year with that earthquake with Haiti, that horrible earthquake? So Pat Robertson's like, oh, now get this is his explanation. God was punishing the Haitians because 200 years previously, they made a pact with Satan to rebel against France, right? And I don't think most Christians believe that, right? Because, you know, like you guys know that, you know, Pat Robertson's an asshole, and God isn't. But I just really find it amusing that Pat Robertson thinks that anyone needs the devil's help to defeat the French. So I knew I'd get you to laugh. You know, I love your stockings. Can I say that? I'm homosexual, so it's like, I'm not... I'm only trying to get into the stockings, not all of you. And I am a professional, so... So you guys are a great crowd. And I have to say, the last crowd I performed in front of, they were kind of like this kind of angry, straight, like white guy crowd. And, you know, and you're wondering how the hell I got on that kind of ticket, because it's true. Someone who sounds like me, usually the only way I'm getting near the stage at a comedy club is I'm like doing someone's hair. Because that's what gay guys are good at, right? You know? Like, totally. You know, but I gotta tell you, I'm not good at most typically gay things. Like, oh, I mean, like, I got the fucking guys part down cold. But like, I can't do your hair, and I can't do your makeup, and I can't do your interior design. But I could probably do your brother. If he's of age. Don't get started. Alright, so this like kind of angry straight white guy crowd. And I'm in the middle of my set, and one of them kind of tries to throw me off, because he goes, are you gay? And I'm like, well, I'm not actually sucking cocks right now. And it was kind of disturbing, you know, it's trying to divide me from the audience. And isn't it, you know, it's kind of easy to divide people. You know, for example, in this room right now, there's some divisions. For example, I'm a stand-up comedian, and you guys have jobs that pay. And, you know, but I think, I kind of believe that no matter what you think divides you from people, there's always common ground. How many straight guys are here? 3? Okay. Alright, so straight guys. This is what can bring us together, right? Your greatest fear is marrying a woman. Mine too. We come right together. Alright, so straight girls, where are you? Straight women. Alright, you think that the primary purpose of straight men is to fix your cars and dance naked in cages for your amusement. I told you. So, anyway, so yeah, things that bring us together. But I don't want to talk about that anymore. I want to talk about, alright, LaTice, isn't LaTice great?
Yes.
You know who LaTice is? But I just realized she was wearing a purple shirt with black sleeves, dark pants. She's a straight black woman. I'm a gay white guy. I'm LaTice from the evil universe. I have the beard and everything. I love LaTice, but like she knows I love her so much. I kind of wish I had a sister like her. Yeah, she's at the bar going, you are a sister like me. So, anyway, what do I want to talk about? Hey, you guys want to hear a heckling joke?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so first time I was ever getting on stage, right? It was an open mic. Have you guys ever been to an open mic? If you haven't, you have to go. Because an open mic is this, it's a club has a night once a week, once a month, where you can just show up, you sign up, you get in line to get on stage. Anybody can do it. And I think that an open mic is kind of like a gay bar, because it's attended mostly by men, most of whom will never know the touch of a woman. And you know, people feel really free to drink and say nasty things to you. So I'm at this open mic, and I'm backstage, and there's these hecklers in the audience, and it's really terrible. So I get out on stage, and it turns out I'm the only comedian of the night who doesn't get heckled, right? So at first I'm kind of like, wow, this is great, I must be really good. But then I start feeling kind of left out, kind of like that altar boy, that one altar boy the priest didn't like. So I'm like, hey, you know, I suck too. Yeah, which is probably what that altar boy also said. So, but yeah, I have to say, I don't want you guys getting the idea that like I'm just like a gay comedian, I'm just gay, because I'm not just gay. I'm also unemployed. So man, if you see me cruising you in the restroom, I'm really just trying to give you a resume. Or steal your wallet. I am unemployed, and Alejandro has talked about this, and you know, I have to tell you, the worst part of being unemployed, it's not the poverty, because, you know, as a stand-up comedian, I'm used to not getting paid. It's the job interviews, because a job interview is kind of like a first date, isn't it? You dress up, you pretend to be someone you're not, and you spend the entire time wondering if you're going to get screwed. And the questions they ask you, I kind of wish I could be honest and answer them. You know, when they say, like, what's your greatest weakness? I steal things. I have occasional bouts of violence. And on the phone, I'm often mistaken for Betty White. I was in an interview, and the guy says to me, well, you know, I see how you present yourself here, but what are you like outside this interview? Well, I'm actually an old Asian woman. One of the guys tries to give me like a trick question, one of those psychological questions, like, so what question are you hoping I'm not going to ask you? Spit or swallow? Because that would be awkward. I see we don't have a lot of blowjob fans in this room. I'm going to need to get off this stage now. I'm just telling you that. Another interview question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Probably still in this interview. Now, I'm glad this mic cord is long. A show I did, they taped it to the ground right like this. So you had nothing. So I was like one of those dogs that people leash outside Wawa when they go in. I was like... Another part of interviews that I really hate are the personal references that you have to give. You know, so the employer can call up your friends and coworkers and find out your secret shit. Because if you have friends like mine with a good sense of humor, that goes right off the rails. Because my friends, they'll be like, oh, Neil McGarry? Yeah. Is he there now? Get out. Get out. Hey, is he out of rehab already? 3rd time's a charm, isn't it? Or for Neil, 5. Or Neil McGarry. You know, I haven't heard that name since the last Amber Alert. I got him finally. Now that I got a laugh out of this guy, I'm going to take off. My name's Neil McGarry. Thank you.